Everybody, Jay and Manion here at the NPC Photo Gym, and no, your eyes are not deceiving you. I do have the Andrews sisters bookending me. I know you're all surprised right now, aren't you?
Not surprised.
Not surprised?
They're not surprised. Not surprised.
No? Well, there's this perception that you two just like go at each other's throats.
You know the thing they say about rumors, right?
No, what?
If you've only heard one side of a story, you haven't heard the story at all. I like that.
Okay.
I like that one a lot. That's good. Yeah.
That's good?
Yeah. I've been front row at Arnold, front row at Olympia. I'm her biggest fan. Are you kidding me? We talk about who gets to hug who after stage on Olympia Day this year, so I can't wait.
Yeah, and you got to stand in front of her on stage at the Pittsburgh.
I did. That was great. I was the first one that got to hug her after Pittsburgh Pro win. That was great. That was so cool. Yeah, that was really fun. That was our first time on stage together. So this will be our second. And I think this time we're even more excited because it's going to be an even bigger show.
So are mom and dad going to be in the audience again like they were in Pittsburgh?
Absolutely, but VIP this time. Yeah.
All right. So yes, we have them here. We're going to be doing interview. I'm going to interview each of them separately, but then we're going to do the two of them training together. And then you also get a sneak peek of what they look like 5 weeks out from the Olympia posing.
They're here for it. Yeah.
Just remember, no tans. This isn't their competition suit. It's just what it is for now, right?
Absolutely. I can't wait.
All right. So we'll get to it.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. Everybody, Jay and Manion here at the NPC Photo Gym, and I am here with IFBB Pro Wellness.
Marissa Andrews.
How are you?
I'm doing phenomenal. I'm exhausted, but I'm doing great.
All right. So this year, you had a very good run in the Pro League, didn't you?
I did. I won St. Louis Pro and placed 6th at Pittsburgh Pro.
So how much are you looking forward to the Olympia, especially it being in Las Vegas?
Words can't even describe. It still comes in waves that this is real life. I only turned pro, a year ago and competed for 4 months before then and did a pro show and then won my second pro show. And it just felt like this whirlwind. And so some days it's surreal. Some days it hits me and I'm scared. Can I swear?
Yeah.
Shitless. Absolutely scared shitless. But overall, just excited to be living this dream.
All right. So you told me something interesting that in between the prejudging and finals, you have a test to take.
Yes. So I'm also in dental school. I'm studying to be a dentist. And I was able to get most of my exams rescheduled. My school has been very flexible with me. I actually postponed dental school a year to pursue bodybuilding to try to qualify for the Olympia, which I did. So I started this year instead of last. And one professor has allowed me to take the exam online, but will not change the date. So my exam is between prejudging and finals on Friday of the Olympia. So I'm going to be running off stage in my bikini, in my robe, and pardon me, everyone has their screens on and cameras on. So everyone's going to be in their professional scrubs and attire, and I'm just going to be in a sparkly bikini sitting in my hotel room learning about or getting quizzed on evidence-based dentistry. And then I'll go back for finals. So that'll be great for my stress.
When is the finals?
Finals is at 6 p.m.
Oh, you're talking about, okay. I thought you meant there was a finals for the test.
Oh, no, that is the final test. Yeah. The final test is at 2 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to have my rice cakes right in front of me, just slowly carving up in between questions.
Well, why are they so rigid about that one? They're not going to see this, so you can be honest.
I mean, most of the professors are very flexible. But you're right, they're not really going to see this. But a lot of professors, it takes paperwork to do that. And a lot of professors don't want to do because they have to create a second test and do the paperwork. And a lot of professors in dental school and medical programs are very much, this comes first. This is all you can do. If you're going to be a doctor, you're going to be a doctor and nothing else. Or if you're going to be a dentist, you're going to be a dentist and nothing else. And then there's other professors who are a lot more lenient. I actually have one of my professors checking with the dean of students right now because she stumbled on my Instagram She's a fan of bodybuilding, found my Instagram, walked over to me in the middle of sim lab and is like, is this you? And I was like, yeah, that's me. And she's like, I'm going to go check with the dean and see if I can hire you as my trainer. So I'm about to be training one of the doctors that is teaching me, but then there's other doctors that are not as interested in the balance between studies and external life, which is unfortunate, but I have big dreams in both of these worlds. So I gotta figure it out. Yeah.
So when you stood here and you said, I want to be a dentist, inside I giggled to myself, and you want to know why? Do you remember Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Yeah.
Hermie, I want to be a dentist.
Yes, I do. I do. That's so cute. Yep, that's my dream. That's basically how I feel.
It's literally what popped into my head.
That's so cute. I like that. That's how I feel walking around the school as like a little baby dentist too. So I'm like, yeah, basically.
So as soon as you said that, I'm inside. I'm trying not to laugh.
This whole time, that's all that's been going on in your head. Just replay that I'm talking about this work-life balance, and you're just like, I want to be a dentist.
That's it exactly.
It's good. Yeah, it's fair. It's good. Oh,
I had to get that out.
that's good. I like that. That's basically how I feel all the time. So
It would have been worse if you would have said, no, I don't know what you're talking about. But you did.
and you've just been laughing in your head, basically what you were doing anyway by yourself. Nice. Yeah. That's how I feel. Just a little baby dentist, little baby wellness pro on the Olympia stage. Just
And Hermie had blonde hair.
That's good. I'm going to dye my hair blonder just for that. That's my new nickname, I guess. Forget Mini Beast. I'll be Hermie.
Mini Beast Hermie.
Mini Beast Hermie. Hermie the Mini Beast. Oh, God.
We could go on and on
You're
with
really
this.
good. That's good. I like it.
All right. So today when you were posing, you had an interesting comment sent to you about comparing you with Sunny.
About my front pose?
Yeah.
Yes. Genetics play a big factor, and we've seen that a lot. Our front poses, our back pose, our side, well, that's all the poses. Our side pose, we have a very, very similar genetic structure. So it's going to be interesting to see how we can use those base genetics to create different physiques, because a lot of people say that, you know, high caliber athletes need to have a certain set of genetics, and you can outwork genetics. There's just a lot of commentary on how important genetics are, which, I mean, to have two siblings in the same Olympia in the same category, you have to give credit where credit's due. But to use,
It's all in the genes, right?
it's all in the genes. My dad has a jean jacket with the Olympia jean jacket that says it's all in the genes on the back, because he's bragging that he did all of this. So when we all know it's my mom, so it's okay. Got it from my mama. I don't remember what I was saying. There's no carbs in my brain. What was we talking about? My dad's wearing a jean jacket.
We were just talking about how you and Sunny.
Oh, genetics. Yes. So it's going to be really cool to see how we can use that, basically the blueprint that we were born with, and sculpt different physiques around that. So it's really cool.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. I'm excited. I get to stand right next to her on stage too. So it's not intimidating. Just one of the best in the world with the same exact genetic structure as you. So, yeah, no pressure. No.
Well, you already had the run through with Pittsburgh.
That is true. That's true. I'm bringing a much better package though at this point. I'm like 10 pounds up and much leaner than I was from my prep at St. Louis. I don't know if I've showed you the transformation pictures between my prep then or now. I'll do it after, but it is a completely different Marissa coming onto this stage.
Oh, good. Looking forward to seeing it. All right. So tell me, Axe and Sledge,
Yes, I have been working with Axe and Sledge.
a Pittsburgh-based company.
It is. I spent all day yesterday shooting with them. I spent all morning this morning shooting with them. The team is incredible. From everyone from Seth Feroci, the owner, to everybody else on the team, their energy is amazing. They don't give any fucks. They have a logo that is HWMF. And if your kids ask what that means, it means...
Listen, we'll just tell them, go follow Seth on Instagram and you'll know what it means.
Basically, yeah.
He says it on pretty much every video that he does.
It means hardworking motherfuckers. And I forget what he told his kids. It was like heavy something mother and father. It's like heavy fantasy mother. Like he was like telling all the kids this yesterday. So you gotta switch it up. But it's a great company. The products are amazing. We just did a collaboration with Elf, like Will Ferrell, Warner Brothers, the Elf movie. So they have an entire protein line dedicated to the Elf. I got to wear my Elf onesie, do a workout this morning, do all of that kind of crazy cool stuff. They have some insane products. But yeah, I love working with them.
So basically what we're saying is people in Pittsburgh between Elf and Rudolph, it's kind of.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, basically. We got the whole Christmas thing going right now. Yeah.
There you go. That says it all right there.
Basically. Yeah. We're just at Christmas time. It's just ready. We're in the spirit.
So now you drove here where Sunny was trying to fly away from the hurricane.
Oh God. Yeah, it took her a while. Her first flight got canceled. We postponed a day. She had to take a connecting flight. Those flights were, delayed. It was an adventure. And I just jumped in the car, put on.
It was how far to get here?
For my drive or for her? It took about 5 hours, maybe a little bit more. But I just turned on an audiobook and started driving and then ended up on the north side, but ended up here. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and unfortunately, in the north side, you didn't have a good experience.
No, I booked myself into the wrong hotel. This is why we double check and we don't book rooms at midnight after an entire day of driving and with no carbs in your brain. We did learn our lesson. And when they say, we can book the hotel for you, and I say, no, it's fine. I can do it. I got this. I did not, in fact, get this. No.
Yeah.
Do you want
Her car got stolen or broken into. Broken into.
Thank God. Yeah, my car got broken into. There was a homeless camp right across the street from the hotel. And there was a gentleman that, as I was locking my car, had this radio device that scanned my car, the key fob, and was able to unlock it from any point forever for now on. So I had my car broken into, my credit card stolen, some things stolen. Nothing super essential. I'm just a little bit poorer now, but it was a part of town where the sweet receptionist, Trish, she escorted me to and from my car when I showed up with a knife in her hand and escorted me back to my car with a knife in her hand, and my things got stolen, and my mom is loving it at the moment. So yeah, but everything's going to work out. I'm just a little poor. I had a great day.
Yeah, but you're going to be a dentist, so you'll be okay in the end.
I mean, in like 4 years and $500,000 in debt later, yeah, that'd be great. I'll just win the Olympia and I'll make some money back. It's okay.
There you go.
I'll be a little bit richer in 34 days.
There you go. That's the way to look at it.
Exactly. That's why I'm doing this now.
Yeah.
Yes, I have to win the Olympia because all of my stuff got stolen. So I have a goal. Yes.
And you can blame the people in Pittsburgh for that.
Yes. I'll thank them and blame them. There's a little bit of fire in there.
All right. So looking at the competitors that are qualified for the Olympia, what do you think of this year's lineup?
Oh, it's so competitive. So competitive. There's so many amazing athletes and there's so many different versions of wellness, I think, this year. So everyone, I feel like as people are still figuring out the category and the direction it's moving, there's just different groups and kind of categories of wellness. There's these girls that have just like so much mass in their lower body. There's some girls who have they don't have as much size, but their physique is just very balanced and beautiful. They have the very feminine women. There's so many different individual takes on the wellness category and different styles and presentations and the presentations and their posing that I think it's going to be an amazing show. The competition itself is going to be so hard, but the show, I think, is going to be so entertaining to watch.
Yeah. Now, I posed this question to your sister because I said last year, a few weeks out, like maybe a month or so out before the Pittsburgh, there was only like 2 competitors signed up at that point. And so I contacted a bunch of competitors and asked them if they would consider doing the Pittsburgh Pro. And the response I got from the majority of them was they were afraid to compete against the Brazilians. And I'm like, well, you picked the wrong division. What are your thoughts on that? I know because wellness started in Brazil, and I mean, they are great competitors and stuff, but what is your thought?
I think that if you are scared to compete against people, that you're in the wrong sport. And also, I know that the sport is very competitive and people like to go back and forth and they're like, oh, I want to win gold, I want to do this. But bodybuilding inherently is trying to create the most pristine physique that you can make possible with the tools you have, which is your genetics, your work ethic, how strict you can adhere to your diet, how much you can tell yourself to get the fuck up in the morning and do your cardio, to not eat that cookie. I think that being afraid of someone else's success and allowing it to undermine yours, just that seems backwards to me. You shouldn't allow the fear of someone else doing something great to stop you from trying to do something great. Like, do people look at Bill Gates and they're like, oh, well, I would never want to compete against Bill Gates. Like, he has so much money. No, you're going to go out there. You're going to do the work. You're going to learn from what they have set the bound. Like, they've set the layout. They've showed you how it's done. They've been doing it for longer. Yes. But that doesn't mean that you can't achieve it. Everyone is born with the same things. You were born not knowing how to speak. You learned how to speak. Do you get intimidated because people know how to have a full conversation? You're like, well, I'm not even going to try because they already know how to speak. You don't look at Bill Gates and you're like, oh, he has so much money, I'm not even going to try to make money. You don't know how great you can be until you actually try and you give it everything you have. And then if you have the mindset that you're going to walk in and get your ass kicked, you're going to walk in and get your ass kicked. If I wake up every single day and I tell myself, I am Miss Olympia, I am Miss Olympia, what would Miss Olympia do right now? Would she get up and do her cardio, or would she sleep an extra hour? Would she eat this cookie, or would she say, no, that's not on my meal plan, I'm going to do better? You have to start imagining yourself as the best and seeing yourself as your only competition, because at the end of the day, you can only control yourself. And whether these girls who have been doing it for so much longer than you have been doing it for so much longer than you, that doesn't mean that they're at their best. That doesn't mean that you can't beat them eventually. And that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. Because the only thing that would do is make their life easy. And I can't imagine just throwing in a towel before I even gave it my all, or at least tried,
Yeah, so, I always say if you want to be the best in your division, then you want to go up against what's perceived as the best also.
Absolutely. How do you know how great you are if you don't give it your all? If you don't go up against the best? If you want to be the best at what you do, you need to compete against the best. And use that fear. If you're scared of stepping on stage with those girls, hey, maybe don't cheat on your diet. Maybe don't skip your cardio. Maybe bring the best package you can, and then you won't be as afraid because you can see you can hang with the big boys. So, yeah.
Well, good. Spoken like a true athlete.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Now, here's another pet peeve of mine. When people say that you're American wellness, I'm like, there is no American wellness. There's IFBB Pro League Wellness, and that's it. It doesn't matter where you're from, right?
That's true. Yeah. I mean, we're Greek, so my genetics come from Greece. They come from the Mediterranean. Just because I was born here doesn't really make me,
I come from Mount Olympus.
Exactly. These glutes were born on Mount Olympus, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Yeah, okay, so, wellness is new here in the United States. Mm-hmm. I said, but it's looked at the same. It's like, they don't say, well, this is Spanish wellness or this is Italian wellness. Exactly. They're wellness pros or amateurs at that point.
What would they say makes a difference between American wellness and a Brazilian wellness?
Because they say we're behind because we just started it a couple of years ago. I don't get it. It's a pet peeve.
Okay, well, we'll see in 34 days, won't we?
So, as I said, if the Brazilians were that dominant, they would have won every contest. There's at least one in every pro wellness show.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there was one in the one that I won. I don't know, but I don't think that you can write off of your country having it beforehand. No, I think you have to.
And it's not them that's saying it; it's the other competitors.
Right. I don't really know. I don't know. I think I do think that there is a different kind of body type that it's like a starting place. I was trying to formulate that thought in my head. The American wellness, I think, is it's the women who have grown up playing sports. We played soccer, we ran track. We are inherently very quad dominant because of our sports background. And I think that gets used a lot as the explanation for the American wellness. It's very, you look amazing from the front, but when you turn to the back, the glutes are usually a little bit less.
But here's the thing. I've spoken to a lot of wellness competitors that are from South America, Brazil, even Europe, and 90% of them all played some form of sports. The majority of them played soccer.
It's true. Oh my gosh, I'm sure. In South America, yeah, that definitely played soccer.
Especially in Europe too.
Yeah, everywhere. Soccer is huge everywhere.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess I don't know. I guess I was trying to find a rationale to maybe explain the thinking, but...
Right, because there is no rationale. That's why.
I was trying my best. I was talking in circles there. Everything I said, I take it back. I tried to make some sense of it. I tried to stand up for you guys. I really did. I'm so sorry. But yeah, it is kind of silly. And I also think it discredits the American wellness girls a little bit. If it's a little asterisk against it. That's not cool.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I think that we have some very good competitors. I mean, you and your sister are proving that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm trying. Yeah. I'm giving it my all every day. So
yeah, I mean, your ethnicity plays into it, but you were born and raised here in the United States.
Facts, Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And soccer chicks.
And soccer chicks. Track girls, soccer. Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. So is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. First and foremost, my family. They've been so amazing. I'm in dental school and prepping for this competition as well as coaching and doing what seems like way too much. My mom and dad have been unbelievable. They'll show up at my house and they know when they have my location. So they'll just see when I'm not home and they'll show up and they will clean my entire house top to bottom and then we'll leave before I even get there and just want no thanks, want no recognition. They just want to know that I'm good, and they will do everything in their power to just make sure that I feel loved and supported. So first and foremost, my family, my parents, my sister, my brother, also my coach, Chris Garunlian. We practiced that again in the car ride home car ride here. Ashley as well. My posing coach is incredible. Chris Garunlian, my coach, thick and thin. He's been incredible, both as a friend and a coach. Same thing with Ashley. She's been an amazing friend and a coach. I would like to thank my sponsors, Axe and Sledge, Gasp, Better Bodies, the Shoe Fairy, Angel Competition Bikinis, Liquid Sunrays, and Long Life Meal Prep. Oh my gosh, Long Life. I just got a sponsorship with Long Life Meal Prep, and I've been using them for a year and a half now. And they finally agreed to sponsor me. And when I tell you that this is literally the reason that I think I'm going to make it through this prep sane is every Wednesday I open my door to a box of food that's already cooked. And I just, incredible. Yeah, it's been amazing.
All right. Well, if you want to see Marissa compete in the Olympia, as well as her sister and everybody else, make sure you go to MrOlympia.com, get your tickets, get your hotel reservations, and if you can't make it in person, get the pay-per-view, right?
Yes, absolutely. It's going to be an amazing show. It is a competition, but it's also a crazy cool production. So,
yeah, if you thought last year's inaugural Wellness Olympia was great, wait till this year, right?
Oh my gosh, it's on Vegas. It's in Vegas. You can't get better than that. It's gonna be great.
All right. Well, Jay Manion,
Marissa Andrews,
signing out for NPCNewsOnline.com.